sharing a thought about something I was thinking about today off and on, and I just wanted to share it. The will of God. I remember always wondering and thinking about the will of God. In conversations with other people and in communication with all people, giving my opinion and thoughts to them about what the will of God is for their lives. Is this the will of God? And today I was thinking about that because I still hear, or I'm around people that say it's God's will that we do this. It's God's will that we do that. If God wills, the will of God. We talk about that. We say that to people. And I was just thinking today, how do we know what God's will is for others? Or even ourselves? Meaning that, like, sometimes we can pray and we ask God and we can talk to Him and say, God, is it your will? Is it your will that I do this? Is it your will that I do that? And I'm not talking about this in a negative or bad way. But the thought that I was thinking is, how do we really know God's will for anyone? And I know I mentioned earlier in this video, do we even know God's will for ourselves? I believe we do, in the way that God shows us on a one-on-one relationship. In a one-on-one relationship, He allows us to know His will. And His will for me, and I believe for a lot of people, for everyone, is to know Him and trust in Him. Know how much you're loved by Him. Know that you're forgiven by Him. And know that you can be resurrected with Him and become alive. But I just wonder about all these other stuff. When we talk about the will of God, it's the will of God you go here. It's the will of God that you don't do that. It's the will of God that you make your bed, you don't make your bed. It's the will of God that you work here. It's the will of God that you don't work there. I don't really believe that that's God's will, or that we're supposed to use that in that format. Just a thought I wanted to share, and maybe someone might have a comment that they might want to share here on this video about this. Because like I said before, I would always be in prayer. God, is it your will? Is it your will, or let your will be done? Does anybody have anything to share about what they believe about this? If so, my husband and I would appreciate if you guys talk to us a little bit, share your thoughts. We're always wanting to share with others, or others share with us. All right. God bless.